Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to our 2011 Cold Weather Winter Ladies Gear Guide. Now, in this gear guide, which is part of our 2011 Cold Weather Gear Guide package at RevZilla.com/winter for the whole gamut, from boots to men's stuff to everything under the sun. But in this ladies video, we're going to do a little bit differently. It's going to be a bit longer. So instead of showing you 4, 5, 6 different outfits, for the women's guide, we picked our favorite women's outfits across all of our brands, and we're going to show you 9 different outfits. Some are full jackets with full pants, some are just jackets over jeans. But really, across the board, from adventuring to touring to commuting to sport riding, we're going to give you those options that we think are going to provide great bang for the buck, cold weather performance, so they're going to be warm. Some of them will be waterproof, but really are going to be the best options for a women's specific cut that aren't really just small versions of guys' jackets. Now remember too, everything we show today is going to be in its own video, typically on its product page on YouTube at RevZillaTV.com or at RevZilla.com on the product page. You can see the full breakdown of the Ventura or the Ventura pants or any of the things I'm going to cover. But really, this is just going to be a quick video from here on out where I rock through what's special about any of these outfits we talk about and why we picked them out. So first up to my left, I have Kat in a home run standout product from REV'IT for 2011. This is the REV'IT Ventura, really hardcore touring, hardcore adventure touring outfit. Looking at the full outfit here, jacket and pants. It comes in this silver color. It comes in a black version. Kat's wearing a size 38 jacket and 38 long pants. Now, just for frame of reference, Kat's 5'10", 145 pounds. She's a tall female with a petite upper body frame. So she's wearing the 39, and then she's got the 38 long as the extra inseam on the pants. She's typically a size 6 in jeans, just for frame of reference. If we look at the Ventura and what it does so well, it's really a 4-season jacket. So you have a beefy, really dual sport oriented and all element oriented outer shell here with the Ventura. But then on the inside, you're going to have a removable Hydrochex waterproof breathable liner, as well as a separately removable thermal liner. So you have your warmth, you have your waterproof breathability on both the jacket and the pants, and then you also have this outer shell, which is a 500 denier, and in the summertime, you're going to have a lot of breathability, huge arm vents. You have side vents here that are ergonomically placed, differently than a male. And then I'm going to show you in a second, but the whole top collar comes completely off, and it exposes a huge mesh panel, so that when it's really that warm, you're going to be able to get great airflow. Ladies Pro-Life armor in the shoulders, elbows, and knees, and that's Pro-Life. That's a little bit differently ergonomically designed, so it's going to be more comfortable for a lady. And there's a lot of different adjustment here. So face that way for me, Kat. Lift up your arm. You're going to see hip adjustment. We also have hip adjustments down here with a gusset. Turn backwards for me. Temper foam is included. You can upgrade to a Knox CE rated back pad. And again, you notice the way that the back collar comes off. Rabbit pouch, and you see the back of these. This is the silver option. Very, very popular. The black option is very popular as well. And you can see that there's some great reflectivity. You can come back around. So again, $449, $319, multiple colors. This is our favorite adventure riding pick for women all season. It's truly 4-season, and it's going to give you that ability to buy a coat that's built for your body versus buying a small version of a men's. The women's Ventura, available at RevZilla.com/Rev'IT. Thank you, Kat. So next up in our ladies cold weather gear guide for 2011 is the Olympia AST2 jacket and Pro Max 2 pants. Now, this is one of the most popular combos for long distance, all season touring and adventure touring. It's really beefy. My favorite thing about this is it provides a tremendous value at $329 for the jacket and $229 for the pants. And I like the fact also that it's not a full European cut. It's more of an American build shape to it, and it's also very adjustable. You can see there's 8 inches of adjustability across the waist. So Kat, again, we talked about her measurements, 5'10", 145. She's wearing a small. There's a lot of room here for adjustability. So depending on how you're built, if you're not built like if you're not tall and thin, if you're not built like a jockey, I always say, you can easily fit a lot of different body shapes and bust sizes into this jacket. The Pro Max pants, again, are really the women's version of the Ranger 3 pants, and again, they're going to be easy to size, CE rated armor, a 500 denier in the exterior shell, and you have 6 inches of hem mobility at the bottom. Kat's wearing a size 6, so you're buying your pant size. Other notable things about the AST2. This is a great option if you live in somewhere like the Pacific Northwest, where it's typically colder and more rainy. The reason being is the waterproof breathable liner is not removable. It's actually baked into that outer shell. So when it starts to rain on you, all you do is close your vents and you're good to go. There's no worrying about having to get another liner in. There is a removable thermal liner. In my opinion, this jacket's going to perform the best fall, winter, spring in rainier climates. CE rated shoulder armor, elbow armor, we talked about knees. The other nice piece is that for $329 you're getting 2000D Cordura in the impact areas, shoulders, elbows, and the knees. Turn backwards for me, Kat. It even comes with a back protector that's much more beefy than your typical Temper Foam. Again, rabbit pouch in the back, lots of reflective. This is really a four-season outfit. Come back around for me. And in my opinion, at $329 and $229, it's an investment, but it's not a crazy investment. Lots and lots of bang from the buck from Olympia. We like this a lot. Thank you, Kat. So next up in our cold weather ladies guide is really, in our opinion, a great Euro but universal option. It's the blacked out Stella Sigma Drystar jacket and Stella ST5 pant. Kat's wearing a small on the jacket. She's wearing a medium in the pant. And the medium, notice the coverage. She's 5'10". She has great length on these as well. Black only in both of these. And they're both very similar in the options that they present for really what I would consider sport riding, naked bike riding, city bike riding, even scooter riding. They just have a universal style, and black always looks good. It's going to be a beefy outer shell with a Drystar membrane built in. So it's a non-removable, waterproof, breathable membrane here from Alpinestars. And it's their upgrade over their WP, so it allows you to be more comfortable because it's going to allow sweat to evaporate out through it. Same things with the pants. You're also going to have a removable thermal liner in the jacket and the pant as well. Now you have the Alpinestars proprietary CE armor, shoulder, elbow, knee. Upgrade to any of the Alpinestars back protectors. They're going to work. And you also, in this jacket, which really in my opinion is truly a winter jacket, so you're going to have your fall, winter, spring, but then it does have some venting. If you get an unseasonably warm day, you have some venting here, you have some venting in some other spots, venting along the chest. It's just a nice touch. And notice here, YKK zipper, water resistant zipper, but the way they've done this is with a rain gutter here. So you're going to have a YKK zipper that goes up the front with the rain gutter option. That's going to make sure that zippers are always a weak point for water. You're going to be double covered. Neoprene at the top. Spin back around. Let's show the back, Kat. Alpinestars logo is subtle. You have cargo pockets. You also have some reflectivity. But again, just a great option from Alpinestars. $229 for the jacket, $199 for the pants. Come back around for me. I think it's actually $219. And this is the Stella Sigma Drystar jacket and Stella ST5 pant from Alpinestars. Thanks, Kat. So next up in our line is another, really in my opinion, touring or really could be a commuting option from Olympia. This is the Airglide 3 jacket and the Airglide 3 pants. $269 for the jacket, comes in a handful of colors, but I will tell you by far one of the standout colors here is the high vis, just from a safety standpoint. And then you have the Airglide 3 pants that are going to be $219. So again, you're looking under $500 for a truly, in my opinion, a 3-season outfit. So the Airglide has some mesh on it. It's definitely not going to keep you as warm as something like the AST2 as you go into the further depths of the cold weather riding season. But for something like fall or spring when it's chilly out, you have a waterproof breathable liner that's removable. You also have a thermal liner built into the Airglide 3. So for $269, you're getting a beefy 500D outer shell with mesh, and then a waterproof breathable layer and a thermal layer. Also a great styling and a high-vis option. Moving down to the pants, slight difference here at $219. You know, Kat, again, is in Olympia. There's a lot of adjustability. It's more of an American cut versus some of the Euro cut stuff that we have in the guide today. But Kat is wearing a small in the jacket, a size 6 in the pants, so you can buy your pant size. And then, again, has a 6 inches of hemability. But the pants only have a removable waterproof breathable liner. They don't have removable thermal. So if you are going to stretch these even deeper into the cold weather riding season, you want to start to think about a base layer. Turn back around for me, Kat. Show the back. Again, you have a back pad that's built in, CE rated armor at the shoulders, at the elbows, at the knees, a back pad that's built in as well. Lots of adjustability, almost 8 inches around the waist. So again, depending on your size and your proportions, you have a hip gusset here and a zipper for expansion, but you do have the ability to be more flexible in how the jacket fits you. Neoprene at the collar, it's just really well done, really finished. Come back around for me, Kat. Again, commuting, riding to work every day, highway miles, some light dual sporting. The Airglide 3 is going to do a lot of things really well. The thing it won't do is take you into the depths, the super reaches of the cold weather riding season. It's really great for a little milder, colder temperatures and some rain. Thanks, Kat. So next up for the ladies is the only leather we're going to have in this gear guide. And this is our favorite leather. We think the price works, the functionality works. It's new from Dainese. It's the ladies' Razon. That's R-A-Z-O-N. Make sure you look it up on our website and look at the full breakdown we have on it. But really, this is a jacket they haven't had in the women's line from Dainese for this price point, for this amount of jacket. Newly redesigned with the S1 stretch panels, removable proprietary armor. You have the new scoop system for the venting. But really, when you think about leathers in the fall, the thing that they have to have is a limited amount of perforation, and they have to have the thermal liner. And it's got to be more than a chest liner, because when you're on the bike, it just gets cold. This has both of those. So if you notice, you're going to get some venting from your S1 panels that have a nice style to them here on the Razon, but then you have a full sleeve thermal liner that's completely removable. And the nice part about it is it's the upgraded liner that also has the end. It's like the Santa Monica used to be for the guys. It's got that nice jersey cotton, almost like a sweatshirt material cuff to keep the air from going up. So Kat's wearing a size 42. She's 5'10", 145. She's a petite upper body frame, but she has the long arms, and you notice the way that it fits her. You can also upgrade the back protection. Turn backwards for me, Kat. We just love this jacket, flat out. Really basic, classic styling here on the Razon. Micro elastication, which means you don't have to put a big accordion stretch panel in, but if you hit the riding position really quickly, you're going to see how you get some stretch. And then you have the temper foam back Dainese Demon logo. Just a really nice jacket, $579. It does a phenomenal job of being exactly what it needs to be, which is a jacket, come back around for me, that's going to look awesome in a lot of riding scenarios on or off the bike with the full sleeve quilted thermal liner. Thank you, Kat. Next up in our lineup is a staple of the women's sport riding cool weather contingent. This is the Joe Rocket Heartbreaker 2.0 jacket. $180, Kat's wearing a size small. This is the black and purple option. There's also a white, 3 other colors there as well. Really, this is basic. This is one of the few sub $200 options we have that we consider solid enough to really hold up through some abuse and through a solid amount of riding. Notice here that we have CE rated armor in the shoulders and the elbows. You have a removable vest liner in this guy, and then it's got a nice, really feminine style to it. Turn back around for me, Kat. Adjustability on the arms. You have a lot of adjustability around the hips, the backside, and the waist here, knowing that ladies come in different shapes and sizes. And again, Kat is 5'10". She's wearing a small, so there's a lots of generous cut here. You don't have to be built like that European body style to fit into this guy, and reflective piping across the back. Turn back around. So again, Joe Rocket Heartbreaker 2.0 jacket, thermal vest liner, better for some of the cooler riding times of the year, and it's going to be water resistant. So one of the more basic options in this lineup. Thank you, Kat. So next up in our ladies' guide is a great universal cold weather Euro option from Dainese. This is called the Adina D-Dry. There's also an Adina Gore-Tex. I have Kat here on my left wearing a size 40. It's a little bit of a bigger cut than the Dainese Razon leather. So she's in a 40. Remember, 5'10", wearing the dark gray version. There's also a black. The beauty of the Adina, whether it's a D-Dry or the Gore-Tex, is that the thermal's non-removable and the waterproof breathable membrane's non-removable. This is a straight up cold weather winter coat. Now you're still getting a full motorcycle coat. Proprietary CE rated armor in the shoulders, in the elbow. You have reflectivity. Turn back around for me. There you go. You can go that way. That's fine. You have the elastication across the hips, and notice the back. The other really cool part is you have this full hood. So off the bike, you can wear this whenever you want. But the nice part is when you're going to rock the bike and you think you might hit some weather, you take that hood off, because it's going to, on a longer distance ride, would interfere with your helmet. And now all of a sudden you're full moto mode. Notice the hood that I have here has that nice, really nice, supple satin Dainese upgraded thermal liner. And I'm going to spin Kat back around real quick, drop that down there. And when I open it up, that's actually one of my favorite things about this jacket, besides the iPod pocket, is that you have the full flap here. Remember, your waterproof breathability is built into the outer shell. Non-removable thermal liner, but it's the really nice, really satiny quilted liner for this guy. And here's your iPod pocket that I didn't mention. Remember, there's a black version. This is dark gray. Kat's wearing a size 40, $249 from Dainese. And the Gore-Tex, I believe, is $449. That Gore-Tex does add that extra degree of breathability. Thanks, Kat. Next up, we have a great cool weather option that's not going to perform as well into the deep, deep cold. This is the Icon Contra jacket. Notice the black pink. It's really a sport style. It's got some fighter mesh out here on the chassis, so that's going to allow it to breathe a little when it's not as cold. But the reason we've included it in this cold weather gear guide is really because it is a full sleeve removable thermal liner. So you can stretch it down. You're just not going to stretch it into the full dead of winter. But a lot of times the sport bike guys and the sport bike gals aren't riding that deep on their sport bike anyway. Notice a great style from Icon. You have some of the TPR and TPU hard parts on the outside here. Proprietary striker armor in the elbow, shoulder. You can upgrade the back. Turn around backwards for me, Kat. And then again, just a complete style. Icon does a great job at the details. Come back around. This is actually a very generous size. Kat's wearing an extra small. And again, we've seen her in smalls and even some mediums through some of the Euro stuff. But in my opinion, this is one of the bigger fitting jackets, considering that Kat here on my left is wearing an extra small on the Icon Contra. And the price point on this guy is going to be still sub $200 at $195. Thanks so much, Kat. So last up in our lineup here today for ladies cold weather options 2011 is the REV'IT CR jacket. This is the ladies textile version. There's also a leather. This is the black white. There's also a red white. Nice retro style, water resistant coating, removable vest liner for thermal. But because it is a fully non-vented textile shell that has the water resistant coating on it, it's actually pretty toasty warm. You're going to be able to stretch this pretty far. Nice sporty style. You can wear this on a myriad of different types of bikes and or scooters. And the other part about it is, spin back around for me, Kat. You're going to have CE rated Knox armor in shoulders, elbows, and you can always upgrade the back pad with a Knox TP2. Notice it's got some nice branding to it. It's got a cool style to it. It's one one of the few retro pieces we have in our line, and the red one's really rocking too. Come back around. Kat's wearing a size 36 for a frame of reference. Remember, 5'10", 145, petite upper body with a size, and she's a size 6 in a ladies pair of jeans. So that's your gauge for Kat in all of these outfits today. Again, this is more of a Euro size. We've gone with the 36. So keep in mind that every one of these jacket pant combos or jackets has its own video on RevZillaTV.com, which is our direct link to our YouTube page, or on the product page at RevZilla.com. Part of our larger cold weather gear guide 2011 at RevZilla.com/winner. Remember, we want to hear your feedback. So if you like the video, like it, leave us comments on our YouTube page on the video. And as always, we release new product gear videos every week. So subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on YouTube if you want to let us feed you as we're still rolling out new reviews as we move forward in time. As always, everything we showed was over 39 bucks. We're going to ship it for free. We'll exchange it for free. If you don't like it, send it back with no restock fee. And as always, you're going to earn TeamZilla cash on anything over 100 bucks to be applied to your next order. Thanks for watching our 2011 Ladies Cold Weather Gear Guide from RevZilla.com. I'm Anthony. Kat, you've been a great sport today. We'll see you next time.